Chapter 3. The Boy Who Spoke to God. When the world gave me silence, I found the divine in the void. I was 13 the first time I felt something greater than pain. Not relief, not comfort, something else, something deeper, something I couldn't explain. It started on a day like any other, gray, heavy, filled with dread. I had been punished again, locked up, forgotten, my stomach growling, my throat dry. The walls around me felt like they were closing in. When they finally let me out, I didn't run. I walked. Somewhere between numb and empty, I followed a cow that had wandered into the street. I don't know why. Maybe because it was moving. Maybe because it wasn't yelling. Maybe because I had nowhere else to go. It led me to a Shiva temple. Old, quiet, unassuming. I stood at the entrance, unsure whether I should go in. But something in me, something ancient, pulled me forward. I walked barefoot onto the cold stone floor, and for the first time in my life, I felt seen, not by people, not by gods with garlands and golden crowns, but by something invisible, present, real. I didn't know any mantras. I didn't offer flowers or coins. I just sat there, silent, still, and then I started to talk, not out loud, not with words, but soul to source. I told him everything, not in prayer, in pain. I don't know who you are, but I need someone. I'm tired. I'm scared. I don't want to live like this. The stone Shiva didn't move, but something inside me did. From that day on, I started visiting that temple every time I could sneak away. Not for rituals, not for blessings, but for presence, for peace. That place became my refuge, my sanctuary, my therapist, my witness. Over time, I stopped asking why things happened to me. I started asking what I was meant to do with them. The temple didn't change my life overnight, but it gave me something I had never known. A conversation, a dialogue with something greater, a silent listener who never judged, never hit, never left. For the first time, I felt less alone, not because the world got better, but because I stopped believing I was invisible. God didn't show up with miracles. He showed up in the stillness, in the space where no one else ever bothered to look. I wasn't religious. I didn't quote scriptures, but I knew what I felt, and it was real. It saved me, not from the world, but from becoming like it. This chapter of my life wasn't about transformation. It was about recognition. The moment I realized, even in a world that treated me like nothing, I was still heard by something, and that something became my strength.